Hey everybody, come on in, come on in. What's going on today? It is now Sunday in my area, Sunday, April 28th, 2024. I hope everything has been going good for you or is going good for you. And I just hope you continue to look up because there's so much goodness raining down on us. It's sunny today, but the day is almost over. But we decided to come and get a little walk in as they close up the sidewalk art in the park in our area. Yep. So they're still reviewing some. We may share some with you, some more, because I did share some in my shorts videos. And so it's a nice little crowd out here still, but it's not as crowded as it was on yesterday. Yesterday was a lot of people. So we'll probably go down the quiet sidewalk and share it with you guys. Okay. That's some of the sidewalk art. Some of the talent that we have here in our area. And they come from all over the world. But the school is here, SCAD. So that's what it is. As we get that walk in. So just bear with us. I guess there's a lot more folks getting their little walk in. And May is around the corner. So the fountain is down there. We won't be going to the fountain down here. Yeah, so we're getting ready for the new week. There's so much going on. Gotta get the family together. Well, it's not that kind of going on, but there are some things taking place within somebody that I know family, and they gotta try to get them together for that. You go ahead in front of me. There you go. And I know as it gets warmer, I'm gonna have to try to get myself prepared to walk earlier in the morning. We've been spoiled by these late evening walks. That don't even feel like late evening walks. They feel like 5 o'clock walks. But the temperature is just right. And it must be right for a lot of people because you have a lot of families that come. Well, got some more art to show you guys. Thanks. Nice. Oh, goodness. That's nice. All right. No, no, that's not it. No, that's not. But there you have it. They really did a nice job. Come this way. Hmm. I really like that one for some reason. Thanks for the thumbs up. And Mickey is awesome. Ooh. Look at there. They had different ones down the other day that I shared. I thought I shared on my shorts. I think this one was still down. Mushroom. That's what it reminds me. It might be something else. Oh, that's so nice. So we were out here walking, but we wanted to share that with you guys. You know how that is. Sometimes during the course of a day, somebody's going through something, whether it's family related or health. They go through something, and they just need to know that everything's going to be all right. That's what we need to know. We need to know that it's going to be all right. It's okay to be a little concerned. But at the end of the day, we just got to step out on faith and know that it's going to be all right. And we are not going to continue to screw our head off about the doggone problem or the situation, whatever you want to call it. He's not tired yet. He want to play. Seems like a lot of people was out here picnicking. You want them to throw it, throw the ball. When they throw the ball, he go and fetch it. Then he come back and he bark a little. Cause he want that ball thrown back out. Smart as can be. I don't know if y'all can see. Go ahead, sir. Come on this side. You get the ball. Wow. That's 25 miles per hour. There he goes. He caught that with his mouth. Big healthy boy. Boy or girl. So yeah. Everybody's waiting on something. But we are almost walking out of April. April is almost over. The 29th and the 30th. That's it. After that, we just gotta get ready for May. I'm about to say March. I'm going backwards, but the heat is on. We've already had a few hot days here in Georgia in April, in which I was in shock about. Like, dog, it's hot already. Yes, So with the heat being on like that, I was like, oh my goodness. Turn on the air, turn the fan on. But this evening is pretty decent. And the worst thing about this area this time of year is the pollen. Hate to complain about it, but it's the truth. Most people, they just have that pollen problem. So yeah, so that's how it is. I thought there was about 4 people behind me, just 2 people. Keep going. I tell you what, laundry day at my house was bonkers. If we miss one week, it's like missing a whole month. So we were putting things together, trying to get all of that laundry out of the way. And we finally got down to the bottom of it, but it was not easy. No, no, no. So my brother and I, we just decided, you know what? We're gonna make sure we knock this out once a week. We're gonna stay on our schedule. I don't care what comes up. If we don't do nothing but a load a night, we're gonna try to do it. But it's like 2 weeks ago, we just had a load of appointments. Just had stuff going on. Trying to keep up with deadlines, tax deadlines, work deadlines, just stuff. So it all worked out. But we don't plan on doing that again. Just go on and get it out of the way. Like I said, we'll do something every night until we get it caught up. Once you get behind with something, it's like hard trying to catch up, if you know what I mean. Noisy. Noisy, noisy. Come over this way, Sammy. I ain't got time for this tonight. There's always 1 or 2 people. They'll get right in front of you. I don't know. It's one of those things. Nobody else will be on the sidewalk. And they just get in front of you like, what? Are we meeting by accident? I don't know. But I'm not gonna stop coming. I'm gonna keep coming and walking and getting refreshed. Because this really helps me out a whole lot. That's the porta potties from this weekend, from Saturday. So they're playing music, and I'm gonna have to block it out. Okay, so I had to get from by the music. They're having their little party, ending everything in the center there, and I don't want to be a part of that. Okay, that smells cigarettes. Ooh, they were nice. On your left, like whoa, I'm in the middle. I moved too far over. But welcome in. Hello, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in. We're in downtown Savannah at Forsyth Park, and it's late evening. This is our last round. See, the street lights or the park lights came on tonight, so and the street lights, some of them. So we are behind times. Yeah, we are behind times. this evening, but we're gonna stay on course and keep doing what we do. See, my brother enjoys coming here. He would have a fit if he had to go somewhere else. We don't like the other part. We'll go around the other part, but you think sometimes it's crazy out here as far as the crowd and stuff. Over there, people fight over the soft pad. It's a soft pad that goes around the park. Everybody want to get on the soft pad. So instead of sharing it, a lot of people will like bully you off of it. I'm like, we're supposed to move over a little bit. We all sharing the same area anyway. So some people get it and some people don't. And that's not the only reason. It's just something, I guess, because as a child coming up, our mom used to bring us here. My cousin used to bring me here, you know. So, hi. So we all just enjoyed it. And we're going to continue to enjoy it. I have a picture of me with my cousin when I was younger. She could have passed for my mom, but because her and my mom may have been 2 years apart or a year apart or something like that. Right. Anyway, we were sitting right on the, she had me sitting on the little gate that go around the fountain. And I had already played and everything. So the pink dress that I had on, it was dusty paint, but honey, I was smiling down. You know, when you have, and I can say this because, you know, I'm chocolate. When you have those chocolate kids and they done played outside, you got to wash them up and grease them down again when it's time for pictures. Just saying. But that's what she did. And that's what she did. Had her friend take a picture of she and I standing. I was sitting, but she was standing. And that was like the early 70s. I know I must have been 3 or 4 years old. Because I had long legs and a short body. Now go figure that out. Yep. And now I have the feet to prove it and the hands. Because my mom always thought I was going to be tall. I thought I was going to be tall too. But I'm like 5'4". My brother has good height. But I have a tall voice. Yep, I have a tall voice. I have a voice of a person that's like, I don't know, 6'4". A lady that's that tall. And then folks like, oh, you have a heavy voice? Yes, I do. That ran in our family, I guess, on my mom's dad's side or whatever, because she had it, I have it, and my daughter has it. So there you have it. And we're all woman. And my mom was too. Yeah. So my grandmother, she did a lot of little East Coast traveling from what she told me. Anybody who want to correct me, correct me. She lived in a little place called Harris Neck. for most of her childhood and probably teen years. And then as she got older, she moved to, can I say, she moved to Florida. So she went to Florida, I guess, to help her daughter-in-law, her son's wife, raise their children. And they had several kids. And so seemed like she went to Tampa, or maybe she went to Tampa first because she was looking for work, steady work, because she would find work, but it wasn't, you know, in the country. That's what they called it, and probably still do. Wasn't too many places back then that you could work and have a steady job, like a 9 to 5. Probably do a little catch work here and there. So anyway, when she went to Tampa, she met my grandfather, my mom's dad, and that's how my mom came about. So then, after living in Tampa for so many years, like 8, less than that, because I'm trying to think back to when my grandfather died. He was in a, he used to deliver furniture for a furniture company, of course. And he got in a bad accident on the bridge. And that's how we lost him. And so as he died, my grandmother, she probably was hurt, broken hearted and all that stuff. She went to Jacksonville, from which I'm trying to think how she told me the story. But anyway, she went to Jacksonville, Florida to help raise her grandkids and raise my mom. After that, um, they went back to Harris Neck because by this time, some more folks in her family was like sick. And my grandmother was the healing angel of the family. Well, it was a lot of them were sweet, but she was older, so, or the oldest sister living, so she was the one that everybody depended on, from her nieces, nephews, some of them, and her siblings. So when she went back to Harris Neck, Georgia, she took care of different people that were, ill or had certain things going on with them. And then she had her little juke joint there too. In the daytime, she would sell cookies and candy, sodas and thrills. At night and on the weekends especially, she would sell, you know, alcoholic beverages, maybe cigarettes or what have you, some moonshine, I don't know. But she made ends meet. Because remember, like I was saying earlier, in the country, you don't really have a quote unquote 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or what have you. So catch work here and there. So she was an entrepreneur, and that was one of her jobs that she had, selling knickknacks, and she sold kid snacks in the daytime and adult stuff at night. And when I say adult stuff, I'm talking about alcoholic beverages and dinners and stuff like that. And she made ends meet. But it wasn't enough because In between her doing all of that, my mom got pregnant with my older brother. At this time, she was a teenager. And she was too, my mom was ashamed to go back to school. She was in her latter years of high school and she didn't want to go back. Hmm? And so she dropped out and she had my oldest brother, 9 months down the line. And she basically stayed home and took care of him, her and my granny and my grandmother's. I don't know if she went back to school or what, but it seemed like she just completely dropped out. So anyway, she I'm trying to gather the story as I give it to you. She turned around and got everything situated, grew up, came to Savannah and with her cousin and lived in Carver Village for a little while. Then from there, she went, they moved to another location. And that's where she met my dad. And that's where I came about. And then after that, because from what I'm hearing, my dad was already married. So, you know, ooh, girl, you telling your mom been no. That's information. That's my information. And I can say it. So I've never met the man. But I'm supposed to be doing, and I haven't done it yet because it's not at the top of my list, a 23 and me, or one of those little DNA tests. So I can share my information, you know, check out my background. So stay tuned for that. That's to be continued. I really need to go ahead and order it while it's fresh on my mind because it's gonna always be something. I'm finding that out. We're like, oh, I just need free time where nothing is going on. I take that back. As life keeps lifing, there's gonna always be something. So come here. I tell you, people like to walk around with their animals out all the time at night. See, getting a little darker. But anyway, after me, several years after me, my mom, shucks, she met Sam's dad. And after she met Sam's dad, shucks, I probably was a toddler. I was probably a toddler. But they stayed together for a while before they got married. And not like lived together, but he was in the military. So after a while, they got married. And then my brother Sam came along. And then we went to, after a few months or whatever, we went to Killeen, Texas, Fort Hood, slash Fort Hood, I should say, and stayed there for a while. And then what else happened? After that, we came back here, and then he thought he was supposed to be going to Germany or Korea or something. But anyway, we came back here, found a place, and he went to Kentucky. So my oldest brother, he wanted to go. He really wanted to go with our stepdad, which we called him Dad during that time. And he wanted to adopt us, but I guess he wanted to make sure that he was doing the right thing. By adopting other folks' kids, biological kids. So, needless to say, they didn't stay together because my mom She was young, younger than him. I think they were like 10 or 11 years apart. And she wanted to be the one to tell him what to do and how to do it. Like so many of us women in relationships, instead of coming together and, you know, trying to make things work for the relationship together, you working against each other when you biting off each other's head. But anyway, my oldest brother tried to escape with my stepdad when he left to go to Kentucky. I think he got up to the visitor center or whatever, somewhere between here and another portion of Georgia. And he realized my brother was in the vehicle with him. It was so funny because we often had that talk. My brother always said, if dad ever leave, I'm going with him. I'm not staying here with mama. And I was like, why? But it was just one of those things. So long story short, uh, my mom and my stepdad, they ended up getting a divorce. Maybe they stayed separated probably 10 years before they got a divorce. That's crazy, right? And so when they got divorced, he started calling for all this stuff that he wanted, stuff that he left, and he wanted her to send it to him. And my mom was nice enough to send it. And you know, a lot of people wouldn't have sent it, but she was like, if it means that, you know, he's happier and it's going to help him with his future, why not? And so, of course, he got remarried. He has another family, and the beat went on. So that's a portion of my little history I'm sharing with you guys. And I just shared it basically to let you know that we all have things in our lives. We started somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We all started somewhere. And where we're going to end, we hope we're going to end on a positive note. We hope that we continue to just allow life to do what it's doing. If it's good, if it's bad, we want to go ahead and blot that out. We want to go ahead and start over on a fresh leaf and do some positive things. But in the meantime, don't don't quit. And don't vote yourself out. Do not vote yourself out. You just don't know how your future is going to finish up, you know. You don't know how it's going to finish up. We got a stalker. We got a stalker. So continue to stay blessed and do what you can to help others. If you can help them, you know, if it's out of your range to help people, don't worry about it. Don't talk to the people who can help somebody, help them. All right. So I'll be back. Probably we'll be sitting in the backyard again, trying to get my watch hours up, trying to get everything going on my channel. If you can, go ahead and subscribe and then come back for more. I do food giveaway hauls. I do regular food hauls like from Kroger or uh, any grocery store. Target, I like Target, so stay in tune or tuned up for that because I do have something coming. I think it's like a small haul, but you know, stay tuned in for that. Talk to you guys soon. Love you. Thank you so much.